The Maryland Department of Transportation is celebrating its 50th anniversary. For half a century, it's played a pivotal role in literally moving Maryland into the future. To give us some perspective, here's Maryland Secretary of Transportation, Greg Slater.
I've seen the workforce change. The skill sets that are in our workforce are very different than they were. 20 years ago, one of my first jobs was to integrate new technology into this organization. I've seen the new technologies change and evolve. I've seen disruptors and new innovations come in that have really changed the way we do business, but also have seen us grow into more and more of an organization that is not just about transportation infrastructure and not just about transportation operations. We're more than that. We're about economic development and customer experience and equity and mobility and access to jobs. And it's just more about being part of the overall state and how we can make the state successful. The people that we serve, frankly, they don't care whether they're on a state road, a county road, whether they're on a commuter rail, or whether they're on the Washington, D.C. metro system, or whether they're on the Baltimore bus system. They want to get to where they want to get to, and it's important for us to think about how that system is integrated. But when it comes to personalized service, I believe that's where we're headed as an industry. I believe that we need to really start thinking about how we can integrate, communicate, have two-way conversations and two-way, really kind of interactive tools and system technologies for the personal user. And so, you think about where we've come from over the last couple of years, and we've integrated real-time tools for people to understand when their bus is going to come, or when the train's going to come. We've put message out on our message boards, travel times, and those types of things. But as we go continually down that path, we have to think about that personalized communication and that personalized service so that the individual traveler or individual freight carrier can reach out to us, give us their perspective, and get the information that they need to use our system. The successes that we're having now are because of the planning that we did 10 years ago and 20 years ago and 30 years ago. The foundation, the programs that are successful today, I look at our TSMO program, our asset management program, our bridge program, all of those are successful today because of the planning that was started 15, 20 years ago and the foundation that was laid. So we're laying that foundation again. If we're going to work towards something, we have to understand what it is and have a clear vision of what that is. And so that's what the blueprint is. It's all about the system. Now, how we get there is all about strategic planning and how we shape our organization. When you think about shaping our organization, it's about delivering that big infrastructure. But it's also about having that customer focus, personalized customer focus on what we're doing, and really developing our asset management program, the successes that we had at SHA for bridges and pavement and those types of things, expanding that out to port infrastructure and airport infrastructure and transit infrastructure, and then really thinking about what that modernized MDOT looks like. So the blueprint is going to be a vision for what our system will look like in 10 years or 20 years or 30 years or 40 years. But then you think about what are our customers going to need? What are our travelers going to need in 10 years and 20 years and 30 years and 40 years? Integrating that back in. And then what does MDOT need to be to deliver for those customers like we did for the last 50 years?